Hey everyone, welcome back. So many people are looking to get back in shape after staying inside for almost 2 years, if you can believe that. Yeah. So the New York City Parks Department is encouraging Bronxites to get fit and most importantly, live a more healthier life by holding the Bronx Fit Fest. The event will include free fitness and dance classes, wellness screenings, and more for all to enjoy. And joining us to tell us more about this year's event, we welcome the only Latina to serve as the New York City Parks Commissioner in the Bronx. Please welcome Iris Rodriguez. Hello and welcome.
Hello, encantada. It's a pleasure for me to be able to join you, Rhina. It's a pleasure for me to be able to inform our Bronxites of this wonderful event that we're going to be having. This is when we talk about being fit. I mean, I myself personally want to be able to participate. So we're looking forward to inviting all Bronxites to join us at St. James Park on Saturday, October 2nd.
Well, first, I want to just wish you a happy Hispanic Heritage Month, acknowledging you on record, a historical moment of us just recognizing you as the only Latina to serve as the New York City Parks Commissioner in the Bronx. That's not to be overlooked. You've been doing that for 6 years now. So congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. And I am so proud to be able to serve at this because I want to be an example for all the other Latinas, also the women that know they can aspire to be able to be and sit in the position that I am today.
Of these decisions, right? Of the decision-making aspect of it.
Absolutely.
And then there's that relatability, right? And there's that commonality of being able to understand what our needs are, right? You opened up by saying, you know, even for myself, I think for all of us, I mean, there's a reality of us being an environment in which we didn't have the flexibility as people who may live up in the suburbs in being able to go out to their backyards and you know, work out, and then our gyms were closed, and of course the parks are, thank God we're a city of parks, but as particularly the Bronx is the borough with the most parks, but there's that community of understanding that, you know what, that is just as important as keeping safe.
Oh,
our health.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, the thing is, when you talk about, we here in the Bronx have about 7,000 acres of parkland that are available to the public. And we want to know that, you know, with everything that has happened over the last year and a half, people have utilized our parks as their outdoor fitness place to be able to go to. Like you said, Rhina, that there is the gyms were closed, everything was closed. So people used our parks to do the celebrations and to do their fitness. So we are this is the Parks Department has always provided healthy outlets for people to be able to participate in. So we're so happy to be able to now come back and provide just an event that will focus on the fitness aspect of what we do.
Right. So in other words, what we're sharing with you guys is that, yes, while the parks are there for you to do whatever physical development that you'd like to do independently, they're offering a lovely program that it also includes like Zumba and yoga and outdoor spin classes and even chair aerobics, you know, for those of you who are uncomfortable, like really flexing your body in full yoga positions. I understand this pickleball, which I'm not too familiar with. I would love for you to share what pickleball is for me. And then, of course, this family-friendly game. So, but pickleball, what's pickleball?
Well, pickleball is sort of it's interesting, you know. It sort of came out from the West Coast, and it's developing quite a following. So we convert sometimes some of the tennis courts. Also, we've converted some of them into pickleball courts, and it's a new phenomenon that's taking over. It looks like a tennis court, but it's a small, a shorter net, and they use what looks like a paddle ball. Rather than a tennis racket. So and it's light, it's easy to handle. So I think there's going to be much more interest in this going in the future. And we're looking to be able to develop some more pickleball courts in the Bronx.
That's cool. So does that also switch the ball as well, right? Because you said you're switching the nets. Is the ball different? Is
Yes,
it
the ball,
tennis
it's a
ball
much,
being used?
it's like a wiffle ball. So,
A wiffle ball.
a wiffle
Okay.
ball that has holes in it and it's very lightweight. So it's much easier to handle. So it's easier to work with. So yes, it's a lot of fun. And I welcome anyone to come and participate to be able to learn more about it.
So I know this particular event is taking place on October 2nd at St. James Park and Jerome Avenue and 192nd Street. Are there going to be other parks offering this particular fest?
There's not any, this is more of the citywide kind of a one-shot deal, but I just want to say that this basically what it does is that it showcases many of the activities that we have going on in our parks. For example, the Shape Up program. The Shape Up program is free for participants, and it's located in various parks throughout the city. And it's a free like aerobics, Zumba, your classes that are held. And it's by volunteers, by individuals who have taken classes with us, and then they go right back to their community and provide these services, which is amazing. Aside from the fact that we in the Parks Department have a lot of fitness equipment, right? We have fitness equipment throughout our parks that people can also avail themselves of. So it's important for everyone to know that the Parks Department is so proud and happy to be able to provide all these many amenities in our parks.
Yeah, and so the event's taking place from 12 to 4 based on this particular itinerary. And you mentioned that there's these activities that you've actually developed people in and that are actually passing it forward. And then there's the community. And so with regards to the accommodations, right? Are there any restrictions or are there any requirements that people need to abide by?
Oh, yeah. So we ask for people to sign waivers, okay? And they should sign waivers because you never know. It's important for people to understand that we want people to be safe and to be healthy in terms of doing some of these activities. So we want people to also come and wear masks, come wearing your mask. And if you're under the age of 18, you should come with a parent to be able to sign, have them sign the waivers and things like that. What's wonderful is the fact that we're going to be doing some screenings. It doesn't take the place of a doctor's recommendation, of course. This is just to give you an idea as to where you stand in terms of the screening ability, in terms of your health screening. So just know that.
So what kind of health screening are we talking about?
So it's basically like the body, in terms of your weight, the weight that you have, I forgot
BMI,
what the
body mass.
BMI, yes, BMI. So those kind of things. So those are the things that we're providing at the event.
So it's not a physical, but it's like a generalized physical in understanding like where your health levels should be in.
Absolutely.
With regards to, right, with your BMI, right, matching your weight and your height and all of that.
Absolutely. And then it'll give you suggestions as to some of the things that you can do, beyond the Fitness Fest. We don't want you just to limit yourself to just the Fitness Fest. We want you to be able to continue to be able to do activities that are relevant to your health.
So what you're saying is that there's going to be experts in all areas of wellness, it sounds like. And quite frankly speaking, just from my perspective, I feel that it's really, really important for all of us to be proactive in our own wellness, right? In our own health, and not just be so reliant on what the outcome could be versus trying to prevent the outcome from even occurring. And it starts with like being in touch with your body.
Absolutely. Everything it says preventive. Okay. So if you get into a routine, believe it or not, the mind is a wonderful place, because if you get into a routine, you start feeling better about yourself. It starts with the mind and then it goes through the body. So it's all relative.
Yeah, it is. It is. And thank you so much for taking the time to share this with our viewers.
Oh, it's my pleasure and my honor, and I look forward to seeing all of our Bronxites be able to come and join me on Saturday, October 2nd from 12 to 4. Please come and bring a towel. You should bring a towel. You should bring a yoga mat. You should bring water, some water for yourself. So just be prepared. Make sure you have sneakers, make sure you have comfortable clothing. So that's what we look forward to seeing you on that Saturday.
Wonderful. Thank you. You heard it directly from the Bronx Borough Commissioner of New York City Parks, Iris Rodriguez. Once again, we're talking about the Bronx Fit Fest that's taking place on Saturday, October 2nd from noon to 4 p.m. at St. James Park, located at Jerome Avenue and West 192nd Street. And for more information, you can visit nycgovparks.org. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear about the second annual Mott Haven Film Festival. Don't go anywhere.